Oh, yes, please. Hello, friend. Please don't get out of the bola and bite me. I also have Evelyn in my lap right now, which is probably not the best of times to be cuddling a kitty. Please go to sleep. Thank you. Awesome. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and start the episode by taming this guy. So hello everyone and welcome back to ARK, where you might notice in the distance I've been busy. So I've been doing some stuff off camera because this game can get really grindy, and especially building is a massive pain in the tail because you have to gather so many resources. It's thankfully been a lot better because I realized that Thorn, our thorny dragon, can actually gather wood, and that's been super helpful. So I've had Thorn and Fang out here just gathering wood so that I can keep building on the stable that you can see over there. As we discovered the last time, raptors are not the strongest, even the tech raptors. I think this guy's a lot better of a level than Gadget, although looking at him with my my scope here, I don't think he's necessarily the best either. You can see he has a lot of levels in oxygen and a lot of levels in movement speed, which I'm pretty sure is pretty useless for wild levels. He might get some good ones going into movement speed, but it's also not the greatest for breeding, so this guy's probably going to be a bit of a show pony. However, I do want to breed the tech raptors at some point, even though they're not probably the strongest. They are very cool, and so this guy's got some cool colors that I might like to try and pass down. You gotta eat again, buddy? There we go. Hello. Well, we had Gadget. Let's go ahead and go with Gizmo. I think that'll be a good name for you. And let's head back and take a look at the stable. Oh, that would be Fennec, one of my one of my mini jerboas, apparently alerting something. I'm just gonna yoink this raptor who died by my house as well. Gotta keep getting food, so we might not have the most time. I think that's a sandstorm that we're being warned about here. But I figured I would introduce a couple new creatures first off, or at least one. I think I tamed one. Oh, mercy. Yeah, something's on its way. Alright, why don't you stay here for now, Gizmo? I tamed another raptor. She was very high levels. She was, I think, pretty close to max. You can see she's 160 now, and if we look at her here, you can see she has a lot of levels in health and stamina, which is pretty good. I think I do want to breed normal raptors at some point, too, just because they have some utility. And this is the stable building here, too. You can see I've been working on trying to get these creatures moved indoors. The Morella tops, unfortunately, aren't going to fit. They're too big, so poor Molly will have to stay outside. Not that I think she minds it too much. But this is the stable so far. We've got 5 stalls down here, and then I'm working on a second floor that that will be where we house our flyers, which is something else I might like to try to do today. Now, the flyers do have a lot of utility. They're not perfect for everything. In fact, I think a Thyla is probably going to be our best bet, it sounds like, because apparently they're not bad at dealing with the rock elementals, and that's something that's going to be important. So I think we're going to want to get another Thyla. If you remember Scout from the original ARK series, maybe we'll have Scout Part 2, Scout version 2. Oh, that's a good thorny dragon, except it's getting attacked by a Griffin. Oh man, I really want to tame that thing. I decided to stick my head back here in the mountains because I think this is going to be a good spot to put our next base. There's also some hyaenodons running around back there. You know, speaking of the really good thorny dragon, it is coming over this way. In fact, it might actually see me instead. Hello! There's a saber cat there too, oh boy. It's level 8, we should be fine to deal with this guy. And we're gonna have to be. Alright. Well, time to get boomeranged. Kind of a cool looking dude. You're just, not that strong. In fact, I'm just gonna finish this with trank arrows, probably. You know what? I am gonna tame this guy. I know that seems a little counterintuitive, but you can see he's got 0 in food, melee and weight. Oh, this guy's gonna come waltzing right up, ain't he? And the reason that I want that is because we might breed saber cats. And if we breed saber cats, having those stats be 0 is actually going to be beneficial. So this guy could be useful for his own reasons. Oh, I really hope that that guy in the background doesn't get peeved with us. I still want to tame him, but just not right now. Think the Griffin just went down. Okay. That means we still got a good chance. We just have to be careful because there's a Carno. Alright, how about we YOLO? Woo! Is it chasing? It is indeed. We're gonna go back up on our perch. Quickly, ideally. Oops. Got him again. Uh-oh. That was not a good thing. Ouch. Not ideal. Can dodge and weave. That. Not great. He is not on the run. Oh, this is not ideal. Let me out of here, buddy. This is bad. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Oh, he's down. Good, 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 good. Okay. Do I have food? Can I give you food? Alright, we're gonna go get Fang, and we're gonna go guard. You gotta be so careful, because that's a rock elemental. Please don't get mad at me. Please don't get mad at me. Alright, we're good. Now, ideally, we go down in the valley and clear everything out before something comes over here and goes on the attack. Are these both 16s? 12. 12 and 16. Alright. Could be a little bit ugly because they have bleed, but die, 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 quickly die. There we go. That's fine. Get out of here, get out of here. Don't sting me. Good. Alright. We're okay, I think. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, Pinky. Come on. We go now. We go now. There are bad things. It has been a cold and miserable night on the mountain, and I am ready to leave, and I think we should take Thorn and go home as well. Pinky, are you following? Good. Yeah, we're gonna go back. We're gonna get back to base and reassess the situation now that we have Pinky. So we're going to be switching over to Pinky here as our main gatherer, actually, just because Pinky is pretty much factually better than Thorn is. Not that I don't love Thorn, but Thorn was very low level starting out, Pinky's starting a lot higher, and we also probably want to get some good levels into Pinky here if we're ever going to breed him. The bad news is, well, I mean, I guess it's not terrible news because we probably wouldn't have bred Thorn anyway. But both of them are male, so I would like to breed the dragons at some point, the thorny dragons, but I don't know when that's going to happen. We need to find more of them, we need to find good levels, but they are a pretty beneficial tame to have, so I think it would be good to have a few of them. I probably want to breed, so far, at least the thorny dragons, the saber-toothed tigers, probably dire wolves as well. That's kind of a given considering me, but also they're just a really good creature. Maybe even the Procoptodon. I'm never gonna say that name right, am I? But there's a few creatures that we may end up breeding. We'll just have to see. And possibly also Thylacoleos once we get there. But first of all, I think to get to most of those creatures, we're going to want to have a flying mount. And ideally, I'd like to get a Griffin. But an Argentavis is also good. And in fact, I probably will want both. So in between gathering all of these trees here and continuing to build on the stable, I might actually go ahead and set up a trap near the base of the mountain so that if we find something good while we're in there, especially because I think that our next base is going to go in there, then we'll be able to actually do something about it. Okay, so we've gone ahead and assembled this trap here. It's a pretty simple idea, not mine, based off something that I've seen other people using, or at least something like this. This is what I've been building. Basic premise of it is you run in here with something chasing you, you hop back out and close the door, and a lot of large things like Griffins or Argentavis won't be able to escape, and you can just trank them safely while they're in there. There's not too many horrific things that spawn in this general area. We'll have to be a little careful, but I've been keeping Fang and Pinky around here anyway, so we can easily just bring them back up. There's also some absolutely garishly colored creatures around. We do have the Valentine's event running. So my current plan now basically is to just see if we can lure anything down from up in the mountains. To be honest, I almost wonder if we should bring Fang with us. Can Fang get in and out of this trap? I just don't want Fang to die doing this, is my big thing. Hey, you, why don't you follow me instead? You have a level up? Let's sink that into health. Why do you have random crud in your inventory? We don't need all that. I guess she's been eating some things. Is she pretty fast right now? She is. Okay, she can get in and out, and can she open and close this door? Oop, that dismounts me. She can. Okay, so I think I'm gonna bring Fang with just in case we encounter anything like these raptors. You, get. And we'll see if we can find anything and lure it out of the mountains here. Hopefully not a rock elemental, those things still scare the dickens out of me. That did not take long. Alright, there's a Griffin here, that's actually perfect. Let's see if we can go ahead and land a trank arrow on it without hitting the rock elemental, because what are you even killing up there? I guess there's a dragon up there too, it looks like. Okay, nope, go, we get out of here. We'll come back later. I'm zoomed in here and I don't want to be. Those guys are so scary, what the heck? Oh, I don't like him. Alright, he's gone back. Every time he gets a little further down the rock, and I absolutely hate that. Alright, hey you. We missed. Oh, that got his attention. You chasing? Alright. We gotta take a few hits. I sure hope that that we can. Oh, hang in there, Fang. Alright, follow me in here. Why? Why are you on the outside? You need to be on the inside. Alright, that's right. Follow me right in here. No, don't go after the Icarus. What are you doing? You want to go in this door? That's fine. Should not probably have both of them open, though. That's not going to be a good idea. No, don't go after the Icarus. Oh, now you ding-dong. So you can get stuck on that side, but you won't get stuck on the inside. Come on. There you go. Alright. No! Did it get- I got the frick back out. Are you kidding me? Oh, Fang, get back here. Fang! This is probably not the best idea, but... Are you kidding me? Oh, stay in, stay in, stay in. Well, that worked. I was gonna say this might not be the best of ideas, but... Sure, if you want to just entrap yourself, that's fine by me. Now, how about a nice little nap while you're at it? Oh, I think this guy's trying to run instead of escaping, but we're not very far on the torpor yet. I just checked it with my nifty little spyglass, and, yeah, we're maybe getting close to halfway. These guys have a ludicrous amount, which is kind of nice when you're riding them, and not so nice when you're trying to tame them. Come on. Oh! And he's down, alright. Or she, actually. Alright. Oh boy, I would like to get some prime. I just am a little worried that a raptor's gonna come and try to chew on her while we're gone. Let's take Fang really quickly though and try to see, because I think with the tame of this level we're gonna need prime. If we can just find a Carno or something. Alright, anything that gives prime apparently doesn't exist except for that Carno, so I'm gonna give one attempt of trying to get up there, and if it fails, then we're just gonna use normal meat because I don't have time to screw around with this. I don't think I'm gonna get up there, but we can try. Maybe I'll take a quick sweep along this side again, because last time I was doing that it was getting dark. But I'm losing hope that we're gonna find something. Yeah, no, heck that, I ain't about it. Alright, we're just gonna use regular meat. Apparently it'll only take 11 according to my spyglass here. You can see it'll take 11 raw meat. It's gonna have to do. It shouldn't be a bad taming percent. Are you gonna insta-tame pretty much? I would guess so. You're pretty dang hungry. I'm a little worried that this gal is gonna wake up. I don't think she will. But goodness gracious, her food's taken its sweet time draining back down. At least she's healing from the previous tame attempt. Or, not previous tame attempt, from the taming attempt. At least she's healing up from it again. But I did go back and get some of the knockout drugs here just in case she decides to try and wake up. We don't really particularly want that. I also don't need that. So I'm hoping she wakes up soon and tames, because apparently there's a sandstorm according to the jerboas. There's one over here. Or there was. Yeah, there's one over here who I heard chirping. Or a couple of them. Oh boy. Well, we ain't going anywhere in this storm. We're just gonna have to stay here with our Griffin. Unfortunately, her effectiveness has gone down slightly. We could have gotten, I think, 51 levels. Now it's down to 50, and it might go to 49. But all things considered, it is what it is. Better than in losing her entirely. And mostly we just need her to be a utility mount. She's probably not the best either for breeding purposes, which is why you really want those levels, because you can see her weight is the highest, and that's going to make her good for utility but not so great for fighting. We're going to kind of have to flee more than we fight, perhaps. I mean, not that she's necessarily going to be bad, but she only got 12 levels into melee and 17 into health. So, we'll see. And whatever the case may be, for now she's certainly going to serve her purpose. And I'm gonna sit here and apparently wait out the sandstorm, despite being exhausted, because yay, sandstorms drain stamina. Whew, there we go. Alright. I'm not gonna worry about naming her right now, I mostly just want to get her back, so let's open this gate up, go ahead and see if we can fly out with her. Can you get out? Whoa, I don't want to be zoomed in like this. I need to see where I'm going. Are you still stuck? Uh-oh. Griffins do not have the best of turning radius. Alright. Can I fly in this storm, or am I just gonna immediately... Oh. Yeah, we're not gonna make it too far too fast. Alright. I hope we have enough energy to get back, but if not, I guess we'll play it by ear. Yeah, as it turns out, flying when you can't see a darn thing is not a good idea. We almost went in the canyon, but we made it over here. We should be able to fly up to the stable now. The reason that I'm making this so dang big is that I want to be able to keep big creatures like Griffins and Argentavis up here. And we should be able to land. Whoa. Yeah, it's going to be a narrow door for a Griffin, but this will work well enough. How did you tame out anyway? Did you get any good stats? Did a lot go in food? 29 in weight is not terrible. 27 in health is also pretty good, so she's not bad, I don't think. Definitely not bad. Probably not the best, but certainly not terrible either. So, Griffins can't carry things quite the same way an Argentavis can. I think maybe they can carry small stuff, but not most things. However, the cool thing about Griffins is that you can actually use your bow from their backs. So that makes them a really good taming mount, because you can actually fly around and use trank arrows on things if you need to. So we could probably tame an Argentavis with the Griffin. Is that a frickin' metal node down there? Wait, hold on a sec. Oh yeah, we have an attack that does that. I guess there's middle nodes down here. This does mean that we can actually explore a little bit better too, and kind of scout out some of the other areas around us from the air, because there's some icky things that lurk around here. Now, there's one more thing that I want to do before we actually go anywhere, and that's going to be to plant down this flag. So let's go ahead and put this here, and now what we should be able to do, we'll rename it. This is South 1 is the region we're in. Base and stable. And if we go ahead and put this leg band here on Aquila, is what I've named her, then we can actually recall her or send her back. You can see we can send her to South 1 base. I'm not going to do that because I actually want to go fly around. Oops. Oh yeah, we can specify that she should return here. We'll do that. But yeah, lots of cool things with that. And I'm going to continue buffing her health here. We'll probably want to bring a lot more meat with us on this journey, though. And probably cooked meat as well. But I want to go just poking around a little bit, see what we find out there, because we've not really seen too much of this world, because we've been too scared to explore it by foot. And I think what I want to do is do some scouting on Aquila. This is not what I'm looking for. And then we can go to the areas that we find. If we see anything interesting, we can go over on the ground, because I think on the ground is still going to be better in a lot of ways. We just need to know what we're getting into. Yikes, there's some scary things down there. What even is that? It's a Caprosuchus. And a dire wolf. That's good to know. I want to start taming some of those if we find any good ones. Probably need an Argentavis for that, though. Those guys are a little bit easier to manage if you can pick them up. Happy Valentine's Day. Have a scorpion. The other super important thing about this is that we can now access drops. That's an interesting dire wolf. But we can now access drops a lot more easily, so that's going to open up a lot because we can get much better equipment from them. That's where you get some of your best possible equipment, is going to be from these drops. Ooh, there's some nasty stuff by it, though. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I do not want that guy to see me. That is a wyvern. We do not mess with wyverns. Are we near the trench? Somewhere in this world, there is a trench full of wyverns. And I'm willing to bet we might actually be pretty close to it because I see some strange things around, but I think they can also just spawn. Level 8. That's not great, but it's probably good for us actually because you can't tame the wyverns, you have to steal their eggs. Gotta be quick about it. There's snakes, but I want a purple drop. Want a purple drop. What's in here? Do we get anything good? We're gonna check when we're back in the air. Alright, did anything good come from that? A rifle? And a... what the fresh heck is a Dunkleosaurus? Or Dunkleostis? Well, I got a saddle for something, I guess. There are so many terror birds around here. Goodness gracious, look at them all. Well, okay, all we can see is Achilles' wing, but there's a lot of them. At least two there. I saw more over there. There's a saber cat. All kinds of scary things around. The good news is, the one thing that should make it easy to get back home is that we're pretty near the red obelisk, and in fact, I think this is our little area coming up here. I think we're on some of these cliffs. So it shouldn't be too hard to navigate as long as we always build in proximity to landmarks. This is pretty much a side quest, but this is a level 4 Argentavis, and I would like to tame it for purposes of eventually being able to breed better Argentavis. Oh dear. Nope, you're just gonna hang out behind me and attack, aren't you, if I don't turn around. Alright. And of course I miss. Okay, nothing but a Morellatops up here. Now, the reason that I'm doing this is if we look at this Argentavis, he's got 1 level in melee and 2 in oxygen, but that means food, movement speed, weight, all of those are 0, so we could easily breed him to get an Argentavis that has 0s in all the stats we need. I'm not wasting a prime on you, sorry, bud. But you can have that as a snack, and then we'll bring you home, because also I'm catching heat stroke. We got something kind of interesting from a drop here, which is a water well. Yeah. Oops, I think I need to be off of this. Oh! Can drink water. Huh. I wonder if I can finally start using that canteen I've not been able to do anything with. Thought it'd be interesting to see the inside of the heck pit, and not gonna lie, y'all, I don't like it down here. It's not as bad as I was expecting, but it's a little bit spooky. There's nothing too horrible in here. Oh, this is the other side. There are bees, though. But that's fascinating, and this is, I think, the canyon, isn't it? Yeah. Weird. Well, that's what's down the heck pit. I'm glad it's not as inescapable as I thought it might be. Oh, those guys are bad news. Those guys knock you off your mountain, stun you. I don't like that they're over here. Bad little birdies. That's a cave. And a saber-tooth saddle. But yeah, that's a spooky boy there. And a Valentine's parasaur. Oh, that's not good. That's a wyvern. That's a strong wyvern. I'm going the other way. Okay, I've actually downed an Argentavis here, and we're gonna see, do you still have some prime? You do, excellent. We're gonna go ahead and try to tame her. Now, she's only a level 88. I've been struggling to find any higher than that. I found 112 and I found 100, and they were both in a really dangerous area, and one of them died. So 88 I think is gonna be good for now. It'll let us do what we need to with taming. And she does have some pretty colors that I'd like to introduce into the Argentavis, I think. Most of her points went to stamina and melee, actually. And to oxygen. And some to weight. So she might actually be decent. I don't know if she'll be one of the ones we want to continue to breed. It's going to be dependent on how well she stats out or not. But we'll see. In any case, the prime should be enough to do the tames, so I'm just gonna wait with Aquila, and then we'll see how she does. Okay, how did you stat out? A lot into weight, decent bit into melee, decent bit into stamina and health, some into oxygen, but not a lot into food, and not a lot into movement speed. Okay, so you might be decent. For now, though, let's get you back, and we'll go ahead and get you a saddle. For now, she should be doable. We'll train her up a little bit more. And for now until we get a better one, I think she'll be a pretty good Argentavis for the purposes we're gonna need her for. If we find something we want to tame, like let's just say we want to tame this raptor, if I can get a closer look at it. Maybe even the Procoptodon, actually. It's a level 80, but okay, let's just say we wanted to tame this for food for thought. We can just do this. But I don't actually want to tame this raptor, so what we can actually do is go ahead and kick the crud out of it. This is a very effective way to eliminate pack animals when needed. And nope, this is mine. I want to heal. Do you want to go too? You want to go for a spin in the Death Claws? Sure, who am I to say no? It's a level 56, yeah, we didn't want to tame that one either. So Argentavis are really good. For example, if you find a pack of dire wolves and you only want to tame one, it's good for isolating it. It's really good for isolating hyenodons because you can just scoop them up and yeet them away from the pack, and then you don't have to worry about all the shenanigans that we were dealing with our original tames. They're just all around very good taming mounts, and as you can see, the health can go quite high. So they're very good for stuff like that with smaller animals. And, of course, if you find one that you do want to tame, you can just pick it up, not start kicking it, and chuck it into, like, a trap like we made, one that opens from the top. They're all around really good for that. However, you will notice we can't even access our crossbow on this guy's back, or on this gal's back here. When I tap that, it lights up, but it doesn't do anything, so that's where we're at a disadvantage. We also can't maneuver as freely as on a Pteranodon, but we don't have Pteranodon in this map. So Argentavis is going to be our main mount for certain things, and Griffin's going to be for others. I probably want to eventually breed both of them. So I've just built another trap kind of right by the first one here. This one's a little bit different because it opened us to the top, and effectively you just drop something in from above. You've got windows, or if you need them, doors on the back to open up and shoot in, and pretty much you can just yoink whatever you can carry with the Argentavis, which is limited to smaller creatures, plunk it in, and do the tame as needed. And it should work on pretty much anything. Direwolves, hyenodons, whatever you really need. Well, maybe not hyenodons. Hyenodons are weird. Sabercats, though. Whatever you can pick up with an Argentavis and drop in. It's a pretty safe way of taming. You are kind of a cool-looking Morellatops, actually. Are you any good? I'm not looking to breed the Morellatops. Not really. So, yeah, that'll help us out with taming. That's the main reason we want a lot of health on our Argentavis, though, because sometimes they can still bite you while you're doing that. And that is a little bit less than ideal when you're taking a ton of damage. Oh, that's a 120! Oh my goodness. Alright, we've got to try. Is this a male too? I can't tell. Oh, we got to try and lure this one over. Alright. I am going to preemptively put some points into health here. And we're just going to have to try and draw aggro. Oh, you're real pretty, too. A female. Oh, that's unfortunate. Akila's also female. Dang you. Oh, you're gonna be kind of a pain to deal with, aren't you? You are faster than me. Okay, so funnily enough, this Griffin actually lost interest in me. Not gonna stay that way. I'm gonna try to get up here before she notices me. Because I should just be able to lead her in on foot if I don't die, is the one caveat here. Oh, I need to be on this one. Hey, you! Come get me! Oh, that was so much easier than catching Aquila. What the heck? Alright, I'm gonna go grab some more trank arrows before I start trying to knock her out. Alright, hun, you're real pretty, but it's time for you to take a nice long nap. Hello there, I love your red feathers. And there goes the crossbow. So, the other really cool thing about Luna is that rather than having to run all the way back to use my smithy, I can actually just toss this into Luna's saddle and repair it real quick. That is the big downside to Griffins, though, is they take so many trank arrows. Holy cow. I don't think we're that far on torpor either. Oh, we're pretty close, actually. 10k, and that was like almost 100 trank arrows, so you guys better be chill. There we go. Alright, 120 Griffin. Do we still have Prime on Luna? We do. I'm not sure how long of a spoil time it's gonna have, though. I might go farm some more, and I might also try and lure anything that's lingering around here away. Oh gosh, it's gonna be night, too. Alright, I'm gonna go farm something for Prime, I think. Oh. Oh, here we go. Alright, we'll see how she ended up taming. Gonna go ahead and give her some food. Also eat some of this crud out of the inventory. Every time we fight stuff, let's have Luna follow as well. Every time we fight stuff, something goes weird. Oh, ma'am, please land. Alright, can we get you out of here? I think this trap would work on Argentavis too, because I'm pretty sure Luna can't actually fit. Let's fly you back and actually check your stats. Ooh, not bad. Food and oxygen are a little high, but 31 health, 31 stamina, and 27 melee. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, you're pretty good, I think. Yep, all of those are higher than Aquila, I'm pretty sure. I think weight on Aquila is higher. Now, the one unfortunate thing is that both of them are females, so we can't breed any Griffins yet. However, if we find a good male, I think we're well on our way to starting out, actually. The jerboa are making a sound that I have never heard before, and I am seeing online that this may mean regular rain. I've heard all the other vocalizations before, so this is a little different to me. But yeah, I think we're gonna actually switch over to Scarlet. I know we just started with Aquila here, but objectively, I think Scarlet is a little bit better. Oh, we didn't have a saddle for her. I thought we actually might, but I guess we didn't make one yet. You can make one that is purely armor value. Griffins, of course, can be ridden without a saddle, but that might be something that we want to do. But yeah, Scarlet's just going to be stronger overall, so I think it's going to be better to switch over to her. We just want to make sure that we start leveling up the traits that we want even more. And hopefully at some point we find a suitable male so that we can start actually breeding for the different traits, because I would like, because Aquila has better weight, so I would like to start combining some of these traits perhaps, although I don't know if we actually do want to breed for weight. It's kind of nice to have, but I don't know if it's what we want to put our bred levels into. Well, rain indeed. I did not even know we could get normal rain here in Scorched Earth, honestly. It must just be pretty rare, because I've yet to see it. Well, that's always nice. No, he's gonna die. Alright, I got him. Oh, he's not even biting me. That's good. Alright, we're gonna bring this guy back. He's a level 4. Ah, now he's biting me. Will you calm down? This is why we want Luna to have a lot of health, because she lost quite a bit from getting chomped on that whole way. That's about 1,000 and some down. But this guy, hello sir, as I was saying, has pretty decent stats for min-maxing. So we're gonna tame this guy. I've built a second taming structure here because the other one was getting a little far away. And we have just, oh jeez, I gotta be careful not to jump off this. But we have just caught a level 100 direwolf. So we're gonna be taming her. And hopefully she will be the start of part of our direwolf army that I eventually want to get. I'm also thinking of maybe taming one of the Daedons over there. Stop eating my fence! But there's a Daedon over there. These guys are scary, but one of them's a 112. Yeah, you can see. So I'm thinking maybe taming one of those guys too once we've tamed her. Just kind of get started on some various different creatures. I don't like the Daedons because the wild ones are annoying. However, tamed ones are really good, and high-level ones are hard to find, so I'm thinking that I might end up taming them. I might have to go get some more prime for this gal, though. You gonna pass out soon? Stop biting my walls. Whew, finally, she was getting a little low on health. Jeez. She doesn't have all that much health. Is that stat really low? Yes, a 9. She got... okay. She got a good amount of damage, at least, but most of her stuff went into movement speed, so that's not so great. Oh, you did not get caught. No, come back. Cease this. Nasty pigs go in the bad box. His hunger is most of the way down. Uh-oh. That's probably because he had to heal himself. Alright, we might have to use some normal meat then. Because he really is going to eat all of that all at once. Alright. It's going to be better than not taming him, but the effectiveness might go down a bit. So what's happening here is that this guy has used most of his food on his healing ability. You could see he was healing sometimes when I was hitting him. And that burns through their food, apparently. Also, I'm a little scared because I saw a wyvern in the direction of that mountain. But he's tame now. We've got passive healing turned off for the time being, so I think I'm gonna poke around and see if there's anything else worth taming before trying to head back. Might have to take these guys over the ground. It shouldn't be that bad. We can just go down into the gorge. It should be fine. Holy cow, 33 weight. I decided I'd check how these guys statted out. 30 stamina. Honestly, the best stats are the ones that we want to, and this gal has low stats for the ones we don't want, so that's not bad. I guess 24 movement speed is a little bit not great. And you got 26 melee damage, only 16 health, 20 stamina, unfortunately 28 in the movement speed, but otherwise, pretty decent. Somehow I keep finding these heckers instead of dire wolves, and I don't really know how that's working, but I guess we're gonna have to breed these guys now. Yeesh, another 33. She got high food and oxygen and weight as well, and some movement speed, but all in all, not too bad. And I think we have a female, we have a male, and a female. Okay, so we got 3 females and 1 male, but that's enough to start breeding Daedons, which is not what I expected doing. I'm gonna just log these guys real quickly so that I have their stats in the in my tracker, and then I think we're gonna work on getting these guys home because I'm almost out of trank arrows and I'm not finding any good wolves out here. Well, y'all, it's getting to be about that time again. I think we're gonna have to go ahead and leave off here, and as we do that, you can probably notice that the roof of this building is unfinished, and there is a reason for that. So when I started building this, I realized that there are a few limitations of this particular building style. I don't necessarily want to switch it up for this base. I think we will be experimenting with some of the other ones that we have, especially when we get to the mountain base, because I think we need something metal tier for that. Apparently the rock golems can damage stone tier, so we're gonna have to resort to a different mod for our buildings there. But as you can see, this back wall, it's empty, it's repetitive. The stable serves its purpose, but this is really not a build that I'm super proud of. The house is okay, I think, but when it comes to the stable here, I don't necessarily know that this scale is going to work in ARK. I think if we want to have something be detailed and interesting, we're probably going to have to size it back down. So maybe a multi-storied stable is not going to be the best. I may end up actually dismantling part of this and making a few smaller single-story or 1.5-story stables that end up having a little bit more, a little bit smaller of a detail scale. I think it's just going to be hard to make it look good. And we do have all of this flat area here. In fact, I'm almost thinking we could put like a flyer stable over here and have this this cliff here where we take off and land. That could be kind of cool. So I think we've got other options, but I'm probably gonna end up doing more configuring to this build than I thought I was going to. That said, we've accomplished a lot today. In fact, it might be kind of a long episode. Sorry to those of you who don't like it, but hey, some of you guys are gonna get a treat. I know some of you guys like the longer episodes. In any case, it's getting to be about time for this one to draw to a close, and in the next one I think we're going to be continuing to search for more dire wolves, and I'm going to do some resource gathering in an attempt to try and get some of the needed supplies to be able to build a metal tier base. We're going to need, well, a lot of metal. I also want to do some more drop cruising. There's a purple one in the distance that I don't think I'm going to make it to, but if we can continue getting things from the drops, we still have just a tier 1 crossbow, basic 100% damage. If we can get a stronger one, that's going to help us with things like taming griffins. All around, it'll just behoove us to try and get some better tools. So I'm going to spend some time doing that in between episodes, and hopefully by the next time we meet up again, then we'll have some progress to show for it. As for the jerboas as well, as you may have noticed through the episode, I've been giving some of them names, assigning them as I see some in the comments, and I'm going to continue to do that. So we've got a lot of jerboas. If you have ideas, then definitely let me know. And If you have ideas for what we should call this base, I'd be eager to hear them as well. We've got kind of our western theme here. It's really not been prettified too much yet, but right now it's just South 1 Base and Stable. It's not the catchiest of names. So if you got something that's a little bit more interesting, feel free to drop that in the comments as well. With that said, we're going to go ahead and leave this off here for today because I think it is getting to be about that time again. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay. Over and out.